Hello, fellow pickers. How's everyone doing? Quarantine week 523. Just a quick curb haul from last night. I really did not get much. I keep saying slim pickings. Last night was even slimmer. So, but I still got a few good things. I got, that's not an actual Echo Dot. There's just a cup in there. I got a little vintage Maxwell House can. I got this wire basket that I'm sure is home goods and not vintage, but it'll sell at the flea market. I got this little stool that needs a little repair because somebody, I don't know where it is, stuffed a tissue in the side. Oh, train, just a moment. But I'll have my husband re-glue that, and I'm going to take it right to the flea market on Sunday. Down there is an old Bose radio. It looked kind of dirty, but you know, Bose, so I picked it up. I got a couple of ceiling fans for scrap. I got just a ton from one house of Build-A-Bear clothing. That one's all full as well. Just tons of clothing and shoes and outfits on hangers. And I got the little Mets Build-A-Bear, which I will probably also just take to the flea market on Sunday because I am on Long Island and I am a Mets fan, but I have no need for a bear to indicate that. More clothing down there. There are shoes in there, and I know Build-A-Bear shoes especially people like online because the shoes always get lost apparently. So let's move around back. I got this Melissa and Doug puppet theater, which I'm just gonna give away to somebody in about 10 minutes. The really nice score is, I hope you can see this, it's like a child size stand-up desk. The top is a little damaged, but it's got the pull-up lid and it's got drawers with the nice knobs, and each drawer is burn signed. There we go, sorry. Made by William Fettner Jr. I looked him up online, and apparently he was out of Hamlet, North Carolina. And apparently his stuff goes for nice money. So I don't know if I'm going to bring this to the flea market this time around, because I have a go-kart that I found a few weeks ago that I'm going to bring with me this time. This one I might hold for September. That was one of my last finds. I was very happy with that. And I was very surprised. It was the only thing sitting at the curb in front of somebody's house. I was like, okay. The top was a little wet. I don't know if it was dew, but I brought it in the car and I wiped it down right away. So it's really heavy. It's really, I mean, this guy made well-made furniture. So you spell his name Fettner, and you could look it up online, and you can see his stuff goes for decent money. So that's really all. Oh no, wait, I got a little bit more. Hold on. I didn't get much else. I got a cross stitch without glass though. Let me show it to you. No glass, and it's got a little staining on the bottom. But I know that's vintage, so I figure I will bring that to the flea market as well. I got these DVDs but some of them were wet because their sprinklers were going. And then I got this little bag of miniatures, and I looked one thing up. This thing. This is a little working meat grinder, and apparently it was a Holly Hobby item. They made metal miniatures in the 70s. There's a mini SeaWorld set, tea set. This is a mini Avon perfume. This I think might be worth a little something. These mini dragon with the raised paint. I know those come in regular size. I've seen them, but I forget what they're called. And a mini dragon watering can. And there's a few other things in here. Oh, more dragon stuff. But I know that's worth a little something. So I'm gonna have to check that out. But they like their little miniature things. So I'm gonna take you inside and I'm gonna show you. Last video I talked about closing down my store. Well, you don't need to stare at my dirty tissue. I talked about closing down my store for a week and a half, which I did, and cleaning out my office, which I did. I didn't quite finish, but I'm almost finished, and it's a big difference. So let me show you. Okay, so here is the finished product. A big difference to me. Not entirely done. There is still a box, oops, sorry, right there. That still has to be listed on eBay. And over here, that stuff has to go to Amazon. So not 100% finished, but look at all that clean space up there. And look at the rug on the floor. You can actually see it. I haven't vacuumed it yet, but so this took me a while. I work slow, but I listed. I didn't just like shove stuff away. I actually listed it on eBay. I have 70 new listings on eBay, which is a lot for me. So I'm very excited. It's very functional. I bought a photo background. Here's my finger. That's gonna go all in here. And that hook on the ceiling, I'm gonna put an S hook up there so I can just hang clothing up, take its picture, flip it around, take its picture, and put it away. So there's 2 closets in this room that still need to be cleaned out, but I'm happy with my progress. So, you know, sometimes you gotta, I didn't want to close my store, you know, because of course I didn't make any money. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know, to get things done. And I know myself, and I'm not a good multitasker. In fact, I think multitasking is a bit of a farce. Someday I'll fix the window shades. Or replace them, really. So I'm just gonna go, and I just wanted to show you. There's my lack of sales for having my store closed. So I'm gonna turn it on, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if the sales start flowing. I listed quite a bit of electronics. And clothes new with the tag, so we'll see what happens. Keep picking, everybody. I hope you're doing well, finding treasures, and see you on the next one.